Hey guys, so we're gonna cover a very naughty subject today, which is plants that look like body parts. Now the first plant that looks like a body part that I'll show you today is the only one not in my collection, and it's called Polychoria alata, formerly known as Psychotria alata, otherwise known as hooker's lips, y en español labios de puta. Now this is one that I see in botanic gardens, but this one that I'm showing you is part of the collection of Logi's greenhouses, for which I have had tours there on this channel, so you could go and check those out. But let's get back to these lips, which are actually bright red crimson bracts. Now, this plant over the years has received so much attention, but unfortunately in part to over-harvesting for its novelty and in part for deforestation, this plant is now endangered or threatened through much of its range. Now, you could find seeds of this plant online, which is what I would recommend growing. However, I have not grown this plant, so I cannot speak from experience, but I would imagine it needs a little bit more of a greenhouse environment with some shade is what is probably needed. Now, moving down to the Booby Cactus. You know I would be showcasing this again. If you see my 365 days of plants, I did highlight this one as well. But man, oh man, I mean, look at how many new tatas this plant has actually put out. It's so funny. I mean, it's almost double the size, and I'm not talking, you know, this way, I'm talking about this way. So yes, this is a bizarro cultivar known as Myrtillocactus geometrizans Fukuruku Yoi Yuruzun Boku, or like otherwise known as like blue myrtle cactus. Now I totally, you know, did not get that cultivar right. I mean, but it's a very long word, as you could see. So, but this seems to put out like a lot of weird genetic deviations, and this is actually just one of the many deviations that it actually puts out. All right, moving below the belt, we are going on to Lithops, and these are known as living stones. But if you failed that Rorschach test, then you probably think they look like something else. Now, really, as these grow, they bust out of these fused leaves, and they look a little less like that, but you could see these like lip shapes right here of Lithops. And this one I've had growing. I actually think I might have featured this one on 365 Days of Plants. So anyway, moving on, let's take a look at Echinopsis langiformis, otherwise known as Triocereus burgessii. And this one is known as penis cactus, and you could probably see why. This one's a small one, but they do come in larger sizes. And on that note, and related, and probably a little bit more impressive, this is a heavy one. Oh my God, I think he's really happy to see me. This one is Old Man Cactus, and I'm pretty sure this is Espostoa lanata. And at first glance, I thought this was a Cephalocereus, but whatever it is, I think it really speaks for itself. Now, don't mind the Kalanchoe that have taken up residence in this. They are also impressive, and they're trying to vie for the tallest plant here, but I have to say that this is one that I picked up from Tula House, which I know Tula means something else in Portuguese, I believe. So, but this is one of the wacky cacti, and boy, I am so glad I picked this up. I probably picked it up now, you know, 3 or 4 years ago now. But there are plenty of plants that look like body parts. These are just some that I actually had in my collection. I primarily wanted to highlight because I think it's funny, and I hope you don't really feel shafted if I didn't feature ones that that you have in your collection. All right, guys, see you next week. Bye. Did you know that you can be a supporter of Plant One On Me? Well, take a look at our sustaining membership, because through your direct support, it helps allow us to keep producing high-quality videos. And some of the easiest ways that you could support are liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and hitting that notification button to get these videos delivered to your inbox. If you're interested in furthering your houseplant education, then take a look at our courses and digital offerings, like Houseplant Basics for Beginners and the Houseplant Masterclass, both of which will give you a certificate of completion when you're finished with the courses. Information on all these offerings can be found on the website at homesteadbrooklyn.com. Maybe we should do some close-ups.